Well, all right, all right. It's Friday, and I am here for you. It's Eclectic Ramblings Friday night live on WFOV 92.1 LPFM Flint. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're everywhere, but I think we're even on Twitch. Where are we? No, we're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. WFOV's Facebook site, Spectacle Productions Facebook page, our YouTube stream. We got it all going on, and you are available to comment. Hey, Jeff. We see you're in the room. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I've got another friend of mine, Tim Bulu. Tim, we're going to add you in here. How's it going, Tim?
It's going, brother. It's another wonderful Friday night, and we're having a great time.
Wonderful, wonderful. And I take it the Florida weather is not cooperating down there?
Dude, my weather radio started going off at 1:30 this morning, warning about, hold on a second, I got to go put this work alarm on silent since they just decided to get conversational here.
Oh, no worries. We're waiting for Donna to jack in. I put out a call to Jesse Peck down there in Houston. I put a call out to Chuck Crothers again, see if he jacks in. He's probably trying to run to the liquor store and buy some of that
Everclear.
That Everclear that he had. Oh my gosh!
He may be trying to find somebody to make him a batch of that apple pie we were talking about last week.
Right. So what happened this morning with your weather?
So about 1:40 this morning, weather radio cracked up, woke me up, and said severe thunderstorm warning. And then about 45 minutes later, it turned into a watch. And then the tornado warning came in about an hour later, and then about an hour after that, it turned into a warning. And then, around about 6 o'clock this morning, the alarm went off again and said, all right, we're extending the severe thunderstorm warning for another hour.
Well, what are you supposed to do down there? You don't have a basement to go to. Here comes the tornado. What do you do?
I am in my house. My kids and I all know we go to the bathroom, the master bath, because the way it's designed, there is no bigger span in the walls than 5 feet. So if the roof come crashing down, it's going to crash down on top of supported walls.
Okay. All right. So you got your survival kit in there. You got a couple days worth of food and whatnot in the bathroom.
Dude, no.
And who's responsible for the air pressure? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, one thing you learn when you come down here and you start talking about being.
It looks like we lost your audio, Tim. I can't hear you. Click your mute button, click it on, click it off, see what's going on. Also, I want you to know that Alan Jones, looks like a friend of yours from down St. Petersburg, Florida, has decided to say hello. I want to say hello back.
Hold on a second.
Still can't hear you, Timmy. Looking for Donna, trying to find out if Donna is out there. But she may or may not have gotten the message. I know she's often busy on Friday afternoons, but I can handle it. What I was going to do is try to see what people are doing. I mean, I haven't quite gotten bored yet because I got so many projects. Oh, my honeydew list was so long. If I could guess, my honeydew list is probably about 15 pages long, or was about 15 pages. Right now, let's see, we're a month in, and I probably got 14 and a half pages left. I'm joking. I have busted out a lot of projects. I can show you one. I installed lights, boom, and that just pops. Yeah, so I got a bundle of lights from the internet about a month ago, and it was like $200 for 6 8-foot LED light sections, and they are fabulous. I put 2 upstairs in the bedroom. I put 2 in my office here / studio, and then I put 2, 1 in the radio station, and run in the Channel 17 studio. Timmy, you back? I don't know if he's back. I can see him. I don't know if I can hear if he can hear me.
Can you hear me?
Nope, no audio.
Man.
So there you go. I see you're unmuted.
All right.
But I still can't hear you.
Can't hear it, huh? It's got a
You're gonna have to do sign language, baby. I don't know. Do you know how to do sign language? He's jacking out and jacking back in. Well, Glenn, I'll wait till Timmy gets back in, and I'll let him know that you're watching so that he can acknowledge you. But these lights that I got, they are fabulous. They're designed to replace the regular fluorescent bulbs you used to have. Remember in school how you had those big 8-foot fluorescent bulbs throughout the room? Well, these LEDs want to mock that without all that hardware, no ballast, no big old thing. Timmy, did you fix your mic yet?
Can you hear me now?
So I want you to know that technology is Timmy's bread and butter. It's what he does for a living. I shouldn't have outed you, huh?
Yeah.
So now I know you can hear me, but I can't hear you, and this is pretty good. I could win every argument I ever wanted with you right now. They're gonna give you a minute to get.
Yeah.
There we go. I hear you now.
All right. I don't know how long it's gonna last. We'll see.
It's all that schooling, man. You know too much. That's the problem. You know too much. You're probably in the BIOS trying to figure out where the audio is routed through some kind of USB or ATA device. I know you're a little too deep in it. You're thinking it too hard. Just unmute your microphone. That's it. Project 2 was the garden. I went to, I think it was Menards or Tractor Supply Company, and that was about a month ago. And I bought like $40 worth of seeds. And we already had the little black planter dealy bops that you're supposed to start your seeds in. I'm trying to get that computer screen off my eyes. What the heck? There you go. Better. At least they're centered. So I had the black little seedling trays, and we've been composting all winter. So we got a great pile of good dirt. I filled them all up. I got them all labeled, and I was looking for somewhere in the sun to set them. I didn't want to put them in the garden because we still have it's a woodchuck or a groundhog. Either way, it's going to eat them if I put them in the garden. So I set them on the fence rail that I made. We made a little planter along the side of the driveway. And I set them up there, and they were doing really, really good. But as Timmy mentioned, the tornado warnings down there, we had some nasty, nasty winds over here, probably about Saturday or Sunday. Might have even been Friday. But the wind took all the seedlings and blew them off the shelf and dumped them into the grass. So my first thought was to perhaps try to scoop them up. Hey, Timmy, while I'm thinking about it, Glenn Snodgrass and Alan Jones wanted this up. He's gone. Premature. Well, the decision was whether to try to scrape these seeds, this dirt up out of the grass and replant them, or abandon them and just go get more seeds, or, and the third one's going to happen regardless of whether we go for a second one or not. I'm just going to leave them down there. I'm going to leave them down there where they are. They're in the dirt. They're on dirt. And I'm going to see what comes up. And as they come up, I will try to transplant them into something. But here's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to pay potluck vegetables. Because I haven't a clue. I haven't a clue as to what they are. They're all mixed up now. So it's going to, I know that there are green beans, there's peas, there's lima beans. What else was there? I had spinach everywhere. I had tomatoes. All of them didn't fall. So I can probably easily eliminate what I have left, or look at what I have left and eliminate those from what I should have, and figure out what the bounty is going to be, whether I'm going to have a cucumber salad or not. Yes, indeed. So I've been watching a lot of stuff, and I was in a rut. And I was watching the same things. I was watching my little sitcoms. I'm a guy that I tend to lean towards funny. And if it's not funny, informative. And I have been avoiding the COVID conversation as a form of entertainment religiously. I kind of like getting my news secondhand because it was really, really interesting. I can always go and research it and look it up. Somebody told me today that Trump told people to inject Lysol to get rid of the virus. I hope that's not true. I hope that's not true. But the fact that I have to hope that it's not true is sad enough in itself. If you told me that any president said that, I'd call you a liar, or I would have called you a liar. But I am not the one. Tim's still trying to get in. I really appreciate him working so hard at getting in. Timmy, are you there?
You got me now.
Nope.
No.
We are going to put this on your resume. You know that, right? It's going to go on the job resume.
Your application says the mic's working fine.
So if my lip reading is correctly, he said, "Paul Herring, you are a brilliant individual." And I can't imagine. I can't imagine this planet without you. And what's that? Oh, you're wonderful. And by the way, I love you.
You're right.
How many you think you say that? Hit your mute button. Unmute yourself. There you go. I saw that.
Yeah. It says my mic's working fine. I don't know why you're not getting me.
No, you need to call on your phone, man. Stop trying to use your technology. Borrow your daughter's phone. Call a neighbor, the 13-year-old, across the street. See if he can help you out, Tim.
Uh-huh.
And when you come back on, I want you to have that degree in front of you so you can prove to people that you know what you're doing.
Test 1, 2. I think you're messing with me today.
I was doing Netflix. I tell you what I did do. I signed up for Disney. I signed up for the Disney Plus because I was a Disney fan, just a Disney fan, and it's just a feeling that the Disney movies. I mean, I'm 9 years old again when I watch a Disney movie, and I can see mom and dad sitting on the couch and the popcorn on the floor, and me fighting with my brother and sister. So it's a nostalgia thing for me. And the intention was, they were giving away the first month for free. And they're giving away the first month for free. And I said, all right, so I'm going to get this month. And I'm going to watch all the classics. I'm going to watch everything I want to watch. So I did Bambi. I did Escape to Witch Mountain. You remember that one, Timmy?
Yep.
Escape from Witch Mountain. And I think there's 4 of them. But I watched all those, and Jungle Book. And I even put on pajamas one night. You hear me? I had on pajamas in forever. All right. And I watched Bed Knobs and Broomsticks. And I would have claimed Bed Knobs and Broomsticks as my favorite Disney movie. I mean, I guess I was just impressed with the mixture of animation. Well, I gotta say Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Is Chitty Chitty Bang Bang Disney? It's gotta be. The combination of animation and live action, I really enjoyed them interacting with the cartoon. So, but I found myself watching it as an adult, and I couldn't remove the lens of the atmosphere. I mean, Bedknobs and Broomsticks took place during the war, and the storyline is basically these orphans were placed in the care of this witch because of the blitzkrieg in the war, and she was actually a witch in training, learning to become a witch. And I don't know, it just didn't rub me. I didn't have the innocence of childhood to not understand what Nazis were, and I didn't have the innocence of childhood. Oh, there we go. We got Sharima Bauer. Yay. Yay. There she is. Can I hear you?
Hello, Paul Herring. How are you?
I think it's me, Timmy. Hit your mute button, Sharima. Hit the mute button. I can't hear you.
Well,
Can you hear me?
No.
Sharima, can you hear me?
I'm starting to think it's me.
Yeah. Sharima, can you hear me?
yeah.
I got 2 people in here, and I've only got audio from me. And I don't even got audio from me. Hold on, I got to look at my image to make sure.
We're going crazy.
I've got audio. What's going on, guys? I think you guys.
My audio was on.
Pulling a prank on me.
No. My audio is on.
Okay, now
Here.
let me read Sharima's lips. Let me see what you're saying, Sharima.
My audio is on.
Wonderful individual should be nominated for an I can't quite awards. Yeah, Academy Award. There you go. I like what you're saying. Huh?
Check chat.
What?
Chat.
Oh, you can hear, Glenn. You can hear. Wait. Glenn can hear. Okay, wait a minute. I'm gonna have to put on my headphones. Maybe everybody can hear me.
Sharima, can you hear me?
I don't have headphones on. Hold on.
Yes.
Okay. All this time I've been talking, and he's telling me he can't hear me, and telling people that it's my problem, and I know whose problem it is.
Holy shit! It was me.
All this time, Mr. Heron.
All this time. All that good crap I was talking. Oh my goodness. See, and it took Sharima to get me to doubt myself. So that's even worse.
Oh, you. Paul.
What?
What I was going to tell you, if you go and read the Snopes on what Trump said, he was talking to a scientist who was talking about the different things that they're trying to do. And he said, well, it sounds like this antiseptic stuff is working pretty good. Is there a way we could inject ourselves with some kind of an antiseptic? Some kind of an antiseptic.
Oh, he didn't say Lysol. He just said antiseptic.
Okay. Some kind of an because they're saying how well it works in killing the germs on all surfaces. He's like, well, is there some kind of an antiseptic we could inject ourselves with?
Nice.
Well,
I mean, at least it wasn't Lysol. I mean, I saw a meme that showed somebody showed him pouring bleach down his throat, and
there's a bunch of them. But I went to Snopes to get the actual transcript of what was said.
Cool.
Because I was saying to myself, I mean, I know he doesn't speak intelligently sometimes, but he ain't that stupid.
Yeah. Well, you missed the snafu, Jarvis. Welcome to the room.
How are you doing? What's snafu? Are we talking about President Trump snafu?
No.
can y'all both hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, we could hear you. I could hear you all along.
The last 20 minutes.
With glasses on that couldn't hear anybody.
The last 20 minutes I've been talking smack about Tim and his technology and not being able to hear him, and I couldn't hear him because I didn't have headphones on.
Hey, by the way, Paul, Paul, I want to give a quick shout out. The Glenn that typed to you, he could hear. That's a longtime friend of mine living out in just over the border into Wisconsin there from McGregor, Iowa.
Well, you can't hold that against him. Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
I met him when I was a 17-year-old reporting my first Marine Corps duty station.
Nobody lives in McGregor, Iowa. Come on, man.
Oh, dude, what a beautiful town it is. I went up there for a weekend and spent the weekend fishing on the Mississippi with him and eating some good food with him and his wife. I'm going to tell you that it's a nice little town up there.
All right. Hey, Jarvis, I'm going to ask you this, and you got to be honest.
Okay, I'll be honest.
All right. What was the last movie you watched? Gay Girls in Bondage.
You did not even say that. What's the movie? Spencer. Spencer Confidential?
Spencer.
Spencer Confidential. It's a Netflix movie. Mark Wahlberg.
Don't give it away. Tell us what it's about.
Remember the old TV show Spencer for Hire? With Spencer and Hawk?
Yes.
It's a reboot of that, but it's a movie.
Oh, who did they put on as Hawk?
The guy that I can't remember his name. The guy that played in Black Panther.
Oh, okay.
That played from the tribe that was opposite of Black Panther's tribe.
Oh, the guys that came in at the end and did all the helping.
Yeah. He was really good too.
Interesting.
Part outside of his normal, or from what I've seen of his normal, pretty good.
So, a thumbs up then.
Yeah. Now I love the original show Spencer for Hire.
Right.
Man Called Hawk was the spinoff of that. That was my deal. I love the PI shows though. Magnum PI, Knight Rider, all that stuff, man.
Okay, I'm gonna have to get some fake glasses.
Yeah, me
man.
too.
I'm gonna have to. How come her glasses aren't shining like mine? I'm gonna have to use some of my technology maybe and lower the brightness of my screen maybe.
You could just pay a couple hundred extra and get the ones that are non-reflective.
Non-reflective, yeah.
Oh, okay. So I like that. I like that better. See, I'm not as reflective. I think I got cuter. All right, Sharima. What was your last movie?
The Wiz.
The Michael Jackson Wiz?
Oh God, I love that film.
Oh.
I watch it every so often, and I just watched it again recently. It's like it's just a wonderful meditation film for me.
Oh,
and it speaks to me at different times in my life.
I can see you easing on down the road.
Oh, hell yeah. I love that film. I love that film. No, I watched The Wiz. In fact, it was a couple weeks ago.
You like that more than the original?
Yes, I do. I think because I can really relate to it. I can apply it more in my life in ways that I can't for the Wizard of Oz. I love the Wizard of Oz, but it is there's things about it. Stephanie, what is Stephanie's last name? Her song "Home"
Mills,
is one of my favorites. Yes, it's just one of my favorite songs. And the Wiz and the way that Diana Ross's character as Dorothy metamorphoses through the Wiz from a woman who's highly sheltered to a woman who knows herself, who knows her own personhood. She's stunning.
That's true.
Oh,
and
wow.
all of the people and beings that she meets along.
I just like the flying monkeys.
No, she's. Oh, they ride motorcycles. Well, and they do kind of fly. Yes. No.
So you do realize that there were no black people in the original, right?
I absolutely do. Another reason to love the Wiz more.
Even more so. I agree. All right, Timmy, your turn, baby. What you got?
The last movie I watched was the other day. I actually watched the entire Hobbit trilogy.
The entire Hobbit trilogy?
Yeah.
You just got back from there, didn't you?
Well, it's been over a year since my trip to New Zealand, and I was kind of missing it.
Hey. Yeah.
So tomorrow, if tomorrow's like today, and I can't get out in my yard and work, I think the Lord of the Rings trilogy is going down.
Very cool.
That's 12 hours worth of stuff.
Oh yeah, I got the Blu-ray extended version. So yeah.
Did you do the Rings tourism in New Zealand?
Yeah, I went out to that was a 2-week tour with a company called Red Carpet Tours down in New Zealand, and they have access to a lot of the filming locations that no other tour company has access to.
Yeah.
If you've ever seen the Hobbit first movie, when they go on the adventure and they get to the place where there's the old wrecked farmhouse, and he says a hobbit lived here, or a farmer lived here, and whatnot. That farm is run by 3 people, and there's a couple 20,000 heads of sheep and cattle on there. So they don't just let anybody in to tour the filming locations up there. But this Red Carpet Tours, they do have access, and they got access to several other spots, and it's worth a couple of dollars extra. 2-week tour, and the hotels are all 4 and 5 star.
I got to get some more interesting stuff going on in my life. He's been to New Zealand. You know, I just went to Chicago. I'm not. I've
never been to Chicago.
I'm just for traveling, man. You know,
not the Windy City.
You know me talk about 4 and 5 star hotels in New Zealand. I'm like, New Zealand? Like, I saw it in a history book. I've never been there. Like,
and I'll tell you what, if you like wines, New Zealand has a great wine industry down there. And actually, one of the stops one night was a tour of a winery and a taste testing of all the wines. This winery, it's called the Wooing Tree Winery.
Well, I remember when I was in Hong Kong, I had a bottle of wine. How'd that work, Jay?
yeah, I like that. I like it.
You notice I'm incognito tonight, Paul.
You're hiding out. I know.
It's not Bud Light tonight. It's the vodka.
Oh, wow. All right. So now I asked you about your movies. Now there's difference between movies and your TV shows, or as they used to call your stories or your serials. I haven't watched regular TV in so long. There used to be like the Friday night lineup and the Thursday night lineup. Is that still happening? And if so, what are you guys watching?
I think I have it, but I think that probably for me, I utilize so many of the streaming tools, Hulu, Tubi, Netflix. So I don't really watch much of a lineup there. I don't watch much of it. I have seen How to Get Away with Murder. I kind of follow that on and off, and that comes on ABC. But yeah, for the most part, I'm watching Tubi or a Netflix original. I mean, a lot of those Netflix originals are pretty good. So,
man,
yes.
You said How to Get Away with Murder.
Yeah, that's that's on ABC. I think it comes on Thursday night.
I caught my wife watching that, taking notes. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. That stuff shouldn't be on TV. How to Get Away with Murder.
Hey, man, it's a pretty interesting show. A bunch of students that are law school students learning from a lawyer in their law firm, and they get tangled up in a lot of stuff, man. I tell you.
All right, Sharima, what are you watching?
Paul, I am sorry to say I am binging work right now. I have been working harder since we've sheltered in place than I have ever worked before.
Wait a minute. Are you employed?
Oh, hells yeah.
When did that happen? Wait a minute. It did happen. You went right from one to the other one. I remember that. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Are you you're at the convention bureau, am I correct?
Sort of. I'm at the chamber, and we house the Convention and Visitors Bureau.
How's that going?
Yes. It's going really well.
Post-COVID.
I write grants for after-school programming.
Oh, okay.
It's been very busy.
So you're prepping for 2021 anyway, right?
We are, regardless. Yes, because the programming has to move forward. We've got to have something in place for our kids, and so we're still pushing full steam ahead.
Yeah, that's my former field.
Yeah?
Yeah. I was a 21st century site coordinator, worked with Bridget.
Really?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, then you're very familiar with the work that we do. I write the grants for Youth Quest.
Yep. Very familiar with Youth Quest.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep,
Well,
yep.
I
I'm
tell
very
you what,
blessed to be there.
I tell you what I've been doing. I have been enjoying this Kim's Convenience,
Okay.
and I'm going to tell you why.
Uh-huh.
It's about a Korean family that runs a corner store in Toronto, and it is so ethnically brilliant. I don't want to say challenging, but brilliant. You know what I mean? There's a Muslim guy that comes. There's a bunch of Muslim customers that come in. There's an Indian guy that comes in. There's a Pakistani guy that comes into the store, and it's all through the lens of this Korean family. And every time I look at it, I say, we complain about not being represented properly on television. But my gosh, I think about Koreans and then the Chinese and the Japanese, they're not represented at all. And when it is, it's as negative as our representation. So I found this Kim Convenience to be kind of like voyeurism almost into Korean lifestyle and Korean traditions. And the bottom line, it's the Brady Bunch from Korea. You know what I mean? I really like that one. And of course, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, I'm going to say is my favorite.
Love it. Love it.
I
Yeah.
think that's my favorite movie. I can. That's one movie that I can watch a couple of times. I may have seen it 6 or 7 times, but I really like that. But you know what I'm looking for? I am looking for Inherit the Wind. You guys remember that one?
I know the name. I don't think I've ever seen it.
No,
Come on. The Scopes monkey trial in the I'm going to say in the 50s or the 40s?
No, 1920s.
Was it the 20s? No, 30s.
I believe so,
20s?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Where they didn't want them teaching evolution in the schools, and they had to have a Supreme Court case to allow them to do it.
Yes.
That's Inherit the Wind.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I've read about it in my history textbooks. Haven't seen it yet.
The argument over creation versus evolution that went to the Supreme Court. It's amazing. Put it on your must-see list. You must see it. Better than Mary Poppins. So, is anybody else tempted to take Degrassi's masterclass? Tyson Degrassi's masterclass?
Oh,
I know
yeah. I starred that. I started to come back to it. I'm thinking about it. I looked him up. Boy, he's interesting. Oh yeah, I'm thinking about that masterclass. Absolutely.
I like him a lot. I like him a lot.
Fill me in on that.
I'm gonna get his name wrong. Doggone it. Dyson Degrassi, isn't it, Sharima?
I'd have to quickly look it up again.
He is the director of the Space and Science Museum in New York, the Hayden Planetarium, I believe it's called. Is it the Hayden, or is Hayden in LA? No, I think it's the Hayden Planetarium in New York City. Mm-hmm. And he, I tell you how I met this guy. He had a documentary, and it was explaining the Big Bang Theory, right? Mm-hmm. And what they had done is they took a calendar page, like the month of December, and he started on the 1st of December. Mm-hmm. And he said, on the 1st of December, this happened, and this happened. And then he went through the calendar, all the way through the calendar to the 31st of December. Mm-hmm. And he said, on the 31st of December, this is where human life began. Mm-hmm. And then he got a magnifying glass and went to the corner of the 31st, mm-hmm. The very corner. Mm-hmm. And then right in the very corner, about an inch high, about an inch long, was all of human existence compared to the rest of the calendar. Wow. So we have only been here a blip. You know what I mean? Mm. It didn't even show up like a period on the calendar. He had to go in with his magnifying glass. And that just impressed me. I really enjoyed the visuals of that, and the way that it could show you the immense time and space that we're talking about. Mm. So when he did his commercial for the master class, and I think he started out with, the difference is knowing that you know enough to be dangerous. Mm-hmm. You know, most people don't realize that they know just enough to be dangerous. Take my class.
Hey, Paul, I just published that. I sent that link to you in a private chat to that master's class with his picture up in the front of it.
Tyson DeGrassi, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes,
Exactly.
indeed. I'm thinking when you're going to take it. Did you see how much it costs? How much is it, Sharima?
I don't remember, actually. It was a week or two ago that I was looking at that. I'm sorry, I don't remember. I was looking at another course, though, called The Science of Happiness at Yale.
Yes.
I teach that one on the weekends. Yeah.
$49 for 5 weeks. Yes.
You teach the science of happiness. You teach the science of happiness.
I do.
That's teach
All right.
on the weekends. Gotcha.
I'll
Of course you do.
I can believe
Of
it.
course you do.
Is Paul not the happiest guy you know?
Thank you.
Absolutely. The most jovial person I know.
He always
Yes, that is
puts me in a
Paul
good
Herring.
mood. He always puts me in a good mood. I can't front.
Well,
He
why
is
would you
always
take
in a
that
good
class?
mood.
Why would you take that class, Sharima?
The Science of Happiness? I would love to learn about the science of happiness.
I think I saw a TED Talk on it.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
That's
I
on.
think
I'm
I saw
sure.
a TED Talk
I
on it.
always thought Cheech and Chong had the science to happiness down.
What'd you say, Timmy?
I always thought Cheech and Chong had the science to happiness down.
Yeah.
And Denver, and Los Angeles, and Michigan, and New York, and yeah.
The chemical of happiness down.
Remember earlier I was asking you if you'd ever seen that show, Nash Bridges.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. There is an episode now. Cheech Marin was one of the detectives in that show, and there was an episode where Tommy Chong did a guest appearance, and Cheech Marin busts into the room and tells him, "All right, now put your hands where I can see them and step away from the bong." And
Well-
I'm thinking to myself, that has got to be the ultimate. Cheech telling Chong to step away from the bong.
So I can
Oh,
arrest-
man.
Well, it looks like Alan's still watching, Timmy. Alan
Hey,
Jones.
can I give him a shout out? Tell you a little bit about that man.
Sure.
He's a good friend of mine, but what a lot of people don't know, my nickname for him is Lieutenant Dan. He's a lieutenant with our fire rescue department. He's a paramedic, and he's on our COVID rescue team, specialty team. So he's one of our first responders out there, enjoying a peaceful night off.
A peaceful night off. Is there such thing as a peaceful night off with this stuff going on?
Well, compared to what it's like when the alarms are going off all night long, just as you fall asleep, I would say he's probably peaceful right now.
So are you guys on any kind of curfew down there, Timmy?
Yeah, it depends on who you talk to. I'm not sure what's going on in Pinellas County where I live anymore. Next county over, Hillsborough, which is Tampa, they do have it's like a 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. curfew, but that's because they had too many people having neighborhood block parties, and so they decided to put a curb on that.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Jarvis, how's it going over on your side of the woods?
It's going. They said that a lot of the cases have really spiked in Michigan. As far as the curfew or whatever is concerned, it seems like more people are abiding by it. However, when you come down to like wearing the mask and social distancing and that kind of thing, I still see a lot of people who really aren't following it. And it's tough. I picked up the phone and gave you a call because of a loss of a mutual friend of ours that I wasn't aware of. But it's like every day I've heard of someone who has passed from COVID.
Yes.
And it's just I can't even say. I don't know how to describe how it feels. I can't really articulate it. It's painful because of those relationships, and it's kind of numbing too because you hear it so much.
Yes. That's right.
Something every day.
Have you guys? Do you guys remember the Omega Man?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
remember that movie?
I do remember that one. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Charlton Heston in a dystopian America after some kind of virus wiped out everybody on the planet, and that's that. I want to watch it, but I don't want to watch it. I want to watch it. I don't want to see it. How's that?
Right.
How's the curfew working over there on your side of town, Jarvis?
It's I mean, I don't see very much police presence, but it's pretty quiet. So first couple weeks, still heard, cars kind of back and forth down the street, music booming, that kind of thing, but it's been fairly quiet.
I'm gonna have to agree. Sharima, how's it on your side of town?
Yeah, it has been to an extent, yes. I think it really has been. I live near a large apartment complex, and but I think things have been pretty quiet over there, and right here in our neighborhood, we do have, like you said, the boom boxes driving up and down the street often, but lately I wouldn't say we do.
I saw a picture today that shocked the heck out of me, Paul. A friend of mine posted it. She was driving down 75 through downtown Atlanta, and she was by herself on the highway.
Wow. Yeah, that's a never happened.
Yeah.
I have really enjoyed the curfew, to be honest with you. I really have. I mean, 9 o'clock, other than the ambulance going by or a police car or what I'm assuming is a essential worker, there are no cars in my neighborhood at all. I let the dogs out. I just let them out.
So now we know the answer to the question. Who let the dogs out?
It was me. So when I heard that the mayor extended it till May 15th, I was kind of happy. I mean, it seems quiet, but I hear people say that nobody's paying attention. There's no police presence and nobody, but over on my side of town, it's working.
Good.
I don't know if it's the police presence or the fact that 48503 was listed as the most infected zip code in Flint, Michigan. But we do have the hospitals. So maybe they
true.
Most infected by COVID in Flint?
Yes.
That's interesting because remember when the water crisis?
Yes.
The same thing about 48503 then.
Don't you correlate it to the same? The lead in the water has limited our immune systems. And therefore, if we get it and go in, we're already compromised.
Yep.
And tomorrow is the 6th anniversary of the switch.
Yep.
It is. It is.
Tomorrow, we would have been having some demonstrations and some memorials for those that we've lost. And instead, we are here with the ramifications of another layer of difficulties for Flint residents.
A layer of difficulties. So would you have extended the curfew? Would you have extended it another 15 days?
Are you asking any of us?
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, if it was working, and because I've been reading Mayor Neely's responses about that, absolutely. And they said that they were really pleased with the results of the curfew. And so.
Jarvis, what do you think?
Yeah, if it's going to keep somebody safe, man, I'm all for it. And I think that, even amid the criticism and that kind of thing that the governor and the mayor have gotten, I think that it's been good to try to control this outbreak of COVID-19, man, because it's the results are devastating. I mean, even I was sharing with you about, a couple of losses that I've had as far as friends. It's the result of having been infected almost a month ago. And we just don't know what that's going to look like in May. We don't know what that's going to look like in June. So it's best to try to get a handle on it and control of it now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, we have branched out. Spectacle Productions has branched out, and we are now doing remote funerals.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, it was something that I wanted, that I tried to do maybe 5 years ago. I was thinking that there's a lot of services that people can't get to. If I'm in Georgia and, I'm waiting for a paycheck, I can't get a plane and come up to Mama's funeral. But I can sure sit in front of the computer and watch. And, I wanted it to be a little more two-way than I have it right now. Right now, it's just a watching and commenting kind of thing. But I'm hoping that I can evolve it into a let auntie from Arizona speak and tell her story, and let cousin from New York speak and tell their story, and just make it an all-encompassing kind of thing. So I'm working that kind of technology out to be able to do that, and I'm close. I'm close.
That's
close.
wonderful.
Yeah.
With all of these church streamings going on, you're going to see that a lot more people are going to be more open to video streaming things on the internet.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a paradigm shift for what I've been doing, and I'm really concerned that now I'm going to get lost in the fray, because I really wanted to invest in this YouTube, this live streaming. I think it's the way. I got a show that I'm starting, right, and I'm calling it My World. And I really just want to call random phone numbers across the world, and if they speak English, talk to them. Have them take me on a tour of their neighborhood, show me their corner store, show me their grocery store, show me the post office.
You're going to call down below the equator and ask them if when they flush the toilet, does the water go the other way?
Show me that damn toilet. Show me that toilet.
All you gotta do is ask him. He's been to do.
You got to remember that. Episode.
I'm hoping there's nothing in the toilet, but show me the toilet.
Oh, you are so funny.
So I signed up for this website called Tagged. Have you ever heard of Tagged?
I don't know if I have. Say more.
Don't tell my wife, but I think it's a dating website.
Uh-oh.
What are you hoping to get out of this tagging business there, Paul?
Well, it lets you talk to people from all over the world by the way they look. You know what I mean? So I can tell it to show me people 45 to 55 within 3,000 miles of me. And then what I do is I go through and I click on people that look like they may be crazy enough to do this. I don't know if I'm
this program are not necessarily those of the participants.
I think I'm a gay lesbian. I don't know.
I've always told my wife I was a male lesbian.
Is that? Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm thinking. So cross your fingers. I just started, my profile explains exactly what I'm trying to do. So if anybody clicks back on me, it's me. You know what I mean? And it says, this is what I want to do if you're interested. So I had one, I'm going to get it right, transsexual, right? You can't call them trannies or trans. You got to say the whole word, right? Transsexual. I had one transsexual reply, and he said, "Oh, honey."
You know, the scariest words I've ever had said to me in a men's room are,
Uh-oh.
Do we want
scariest words, honest to God. Guy next to me looked at me and went, "Hi there."
Oh, no.
Oh, he totally broke the bro code not to talk to each other at the urinal.
Looked me square in the eye and then said, "Hi there."
Oh, no.
There are rules, Tim. There are rules.
Yeah.
And that was one of them that he broke.
I told you not to sign up for Tinder, Timmy. I told you. I told you.
Do you not see why I say Paul is the happiest man? The Silence of Happiness by Paul Hill. You should write a book. You should write a book.
I am not
Agreed. Agreed.
I'm just saying, you got to find your happiness where, you know my favorite saying, right? I'm enjoying the life I'm living just until I can live the life I'll enjoy.
Mm.
So I'm going to have a good time all the way. All the way.
Yeah.
You do.
Right?
You do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta be thankful for the life I've lived. I got no complaints.
I ain't mad at you, Timmy. I ain't mad at you either. Now, didn't you start out as a truck driver?
Give you the Where'd he go over there?
Uh-oh.
The number 2 son that's over here sitting at the computer.
Is that the one I like?
Yeah, that's the one that was doing the one-man hookah bar out in the backyard.
Nice. I think I interviewed him in front of the house. He was into that manga stuff, right?
Uh-huh.
The manga?
He's got his headphones on, so he can't hear me now.
I believe he was trying to convince me that some of the hard rap and the hard lyrics in rap was worthwhile because of the music. I think that was his argument. Was it?
Him?
Yeah, I think it was him.
Him?
Yeah, the ugly one.
The one I can never tell what's going to come out his neck next.
That one. Where's the wife? I didn't see her over there relaxing.
You know, I saw a meme the other day on Facebook that said, "I married my wife for her looks, but not the one she's giving me right now."
Don't turn the camera.
Yeah, she's in the bedroom. She's taken to making masks. And
okay.
She's constantly back there cutting and sewing. And one day I stepped into the kitchen, and the kitchen curtains were missing. Did you run out of material?
Oh, that's funny. My mother is doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Tell me she didn't take the curtains off the wall, Timmy. Come on now.
She did, but she didn't make masks out of them. She said, I had to take a break from the mask making, and I saw something I wanted to do to improve the curtains. So I took them down and I'm working on them.
Oh, good for her.
Well, you know, I was bragging about my honey-do list earlier when I couldn't hear you. And I was telling folks that it must at least been 15 pages long at the beginning of the month. And I have been working diligently on it, and I'm down to about 14 and a half pages.
You're more like you're up to 15 and a half.
Dude, I get something done, 3 things get added. What's going on? I'm hiding pencils around this house. There's not a Sharpie to be found.
It's a compliment, Paul. She recognizes how efficient you are. It's a compliment.
I pat down. Everybody comes in for pens.
Let me kick you right on that wall.
No! Lipstick is next. I'm not playing.
but with all this time home, social distancing and all that, the only drawback is I keep finding reasons to go to Home Depot because I need more supplies.
You know, Home Depot is cleaning up.
Oh, yeah.
Home Depot is cleaning up. They really are. But luckily for me, these are projects that I already started, so I already got this shit here.
And this is true because there's always a construction project going on at Paul's house. What were we going to have? Juneteenth? I put up his house for Juneteenth. I see all these wooden planks sitting in the yard. I'm trying to figure out, are we supposed to be having Juneteenth? He's building a gate. Hey, come join us. I thought we were having a Juneteenth Sunday service, Paul.
It was the official Juneteenth gate. I want you to tell you that right now.
He had the going. He had his sons working on the gate. I'm like, wow, okay. I should have brought some Tims over here. Oh, man.
Why do you think we don't need a word? Why do you think we don't need a word?
Hey, man, I'm saying, I don't think anybody was in the headspace to listen to anything I had to say that day.
Well, I did pay them with beer. Dude, you can't beat that, man.
The ribs were really, really good.
Thank you. I mean, a case of beer and a couple slabs of ribs, and I got like 6 guys for 4 hours. I'm good. That's cost effective.
I'm gonna be up grilling some ribs early tomorrow.
Plus, I get the bottles. I get to take the bottles back. When grocery
You card them?
I do.
You do?
Yeah. That's what I do. I card them.
Right.
These are all the boys' friends that they're long past needing carding.
Oh.
Thank God.
There's the truth right there.
Yeah, I never gave them anything. I tell you that right now. I never gave them anything. Now I just happened to purchase some stuff that I left on the porch. But there's a lot of theffery that goes along. I don't know where that went. I think somebody stole it. Jarvis looking guilty. Look at Jarvis.
Other than some Lipton tea with a bag of white cheddar Cheetos.
Nice.
Still my guilty pleasure. I still go to the store and look for those.
I am not mad at you at all. So let me ask this. Has any of you guys seen Black Mirror?
No.
Okay, let me ask this. Are any of you Twilight Zone fans?
Not so much.
All right.
I've read about Black Mirror.
Sharima, you're being disconnected. We're going to send you away. You said no.
Okay.
We're not allowed to talk to people.
My phone has stopped charging, my friend, because it's actually overheating, so it may disconnect me anyway.
Oh, nice.
Just to let you know.
You've only got 4 minutes. You'll make it.
All right. Sounds good.
I saw it looked like you're about to lay down there for a minute. I thought you forgot you were on the chat.
No, I have to lean again. I'm holding my phone up while it's on the charger, but it's a bit uncomfortable, so I'm leaning against the post of the bed.
Sharima,
Yes. What?
buy a new charger, sweetheart. Buy a new charger.
Oh my God, I need to buy a new phone, Paul. My phone is almost 3 years old.
Well, listen, for our Twilight Zone fans, you have got to check out this Black Mirror. If you can make it through the first episode, go right to Nosedive, okay? And we want to talk about Nosedive next week, all right? And any of the Black Mirrors you watch. If you can make it through the first one, and it is fabulous, okay? Don't let the subject matter scare you.
I accept the challenge. I'll see what I can do.
It's a wonderful challenge. So for those of you who don't have access, I think it's a Netflix thing. So you have to have Netflix to check it out.
Black Mirror.
Okay.
So you got Hulu, Netflix, Amazon Prime. You guys got all the goodies?
I got
all
Netflix.
right. Well, I'm going to challenge you to challenge me next week. To watch something that's going to make me laugh. Don't give me no How to Get Away with Murder. That's already going on next door.
I finished watching The Good Place because you recommended it. I loved The Good Place after you recommended it. Oh my God. What a great show.
So when I tell you it's been canceled, you're not going to cry?
I already know. I've been reading all about it. I haven't seen the last season, but it's done. I know. I've been reading it.
Yeah. I liked it a lot too. I like that, and I liked Kevin Saves the World. You remember the one with Della Reese, Touched by an Angel?
Mm. Yes.
Kind of on the same vein. This Kevin guy gets these powers that he doesn't want to have, and he's got to help people solve some problem in their lives.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to challenge you guys to find something funny now.
Okay.
Because I'm coming off some Lewis Black. He had me rolling last night. that old man is mean for no reason. For no reason at all. Unbelievable. All right, guys. Well, we got less than a minute left. You want to say anything before we close out?
Oh, this has been so fun sitting here talking with y'all. I've enjoyed this enormously. Thank you for inviting me.
Welcome on.
Thank you.
Timmy?
Hey, y'all stay safe out there. Keep it cool. Hopefully we'll see you guys next week.
Yes.
All right, Jay.
I appreciate being added to the call. Sharima, it was great meeting you. Tim, it's always a pleasure.
Likewise.
Likewise. You know what it is with me and you, man. We talk all the time, so it's always good being on with you.
All right, great. Hey, guys, it's Eclectic Ramblings right here on WFOV 92.1 LPFM Flint, Our Voices Radio. We are determined to make a difference, but we need you to help us do that. If you're an organization, a group, an individual, if you have clean music, we need programming. So feel free to give us a call at 810-259-9789. That's 810-259-9789. Check us out on social media. And as always, there'll be more after this.